If you're like us, you can't wait for the latest movies from Disney. We're looking forward to seeing some exciting live-action versions of our favorite classics, and some new animated favorites. We'll let you know which movies are coming out so you can plan your theater visits accordingly. Before we start talking Disney, sign up for more videos from the Taco by clicking subscribe and then turning on your notifications. Let's begin. The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. If you feel a wave of nostalgia whenever you hear Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, you're definitely going to want to see this movie. Walt Disney Pictures is coming out with The Nutcracker and the Four Realms, which will hit theaters November 2nd, 2018. It's based on the story The Nutcracker and the Mouse King, and Disney aficionados will find it familiar. There's an animated Disney version of this story starring Mickey, Minnie, Ludwig von Drake, and Donald Duck. In the live-action version, fans can look forward to seeing Keira Knightley, Mackenzie Foy, Eugenio Derbez, Matthew McFadden, Richard E. Grant, Misty Copeland, Helen Mirren, and Morgan Freeman. Ralph Breaks the Internet. If you were a fan of the movie Wreck-It Ralph, we're sure you can't wait to see the sequel. Ralph Breaks the Internet hits theaters on November 21st, 2018, and we couldn't be more excited. Not only will we get to see more of Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope von Schweetz, but we are going to see updated versions of our favorite Disney princesses. Not only are we going to get to see our childhood dream of the princesses hanging out together, but in many cases, we'll be hearing the original voice actors. We'll also be introduced to new characters voiced by Taraji P. Henson, Gal Gadot, Bill Hader, and Alfred Molina. Mary Poppins returns. With some franchises, it seems like studios pop out sequels as quickly as possible. But when it comes to the classic Mary Poppins, we have been waiting quite a while. Mary Poppins Returns is scheduled for release December 19th, 2018, making it 54 years after the original movie was released in 1964. It's based on the book series by P.L. Travers and will star Emily Blunt as Mary Poppins herself. The only character from the original movie to be returning is Dick Van Dyke. New cast members are Ben Whishaw, Emily Mortimer, Julie Walters, Angela Lansbury, Colin Firth, and Meryl Streep. Captain Marvel. After the shocking events of Avengers: Infinity War, fans are eager to get more from Marvel. Captain Marvel is exciting for many reasons, not the least of which is it's the first major Marvel movie starring a female hero. It's set to be released March 18th, 2019, and stars Brie Larson as the titular character. If you have 90s nostalgia, you'll be glad to know that's when the movie takes place. It follows the story of Carol Danvers, as she deals with an intergalactic alien conflict by transforming into the comic book superhero known as Captain Marvel. Although it's produced by Marvel Studios, it will be distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. Aladdin. Aladdin is one of the most beloved Disney movies of all time, but many fans aren't as excited for the live-action version. The movie has a release date of May 24th, 2019, but already production is plagued by controversies. The original animated film takes place in a fictional country believed to be in the Middle East. The live-action version added a new character named Prince Anders, played by actor Billy Magnussen. Both fans and critics seem to be in agreement that this is entirely unnecessary, and have accused Disney of whitewashing one of their most popular movies. To further complicate things, the role of Princess Jasmine will be played by British Indian actress Naomi Scott. Toy Story 4. We finally finished drying our tears over Toy Story 3, so that means it's time for Toy Story 4. It's set to be released on June 21st, 2019, and we can look forward to seeing our beloved toy characters back on the big screen. This movie was written by the team who worked on the original Toy Story, and is produced by John Lasseter, who directed the first two movies in the franchise. We're excited to see so many Toy Story veterans are going to be working on the latest movie in the franchise. In this movie, Woody is setting off to find Bo Peep, who was given away after the events of Toy Story 3. The Lion King. One of the best parts of any Disney movie is the songs. On July 19th, 2019, we'll be singing along to I Just Can't Wait to Be King when we catch the new version of The Lion King. James Earl Jones will be reprising his role as Mufasa, and there will be many other famous voices in the movie. These include Donald Glover as adult Simba, Beyoncé as Nala, Billy Eichner as Timon, and Seth Rogen as Pumbaa. Although many people have labeled it as live action, it won't be starring any actual animals. Instead, it will be showcasing photorealistic animation similar to that used in The Jungle Book. Avengers 4. If you're still traumatized over the events of Avengers Infinity War, we don't blame you. But we are looking forward to finally getting some questions answered in the fourth movie in the franchise. Although it is untitled for now, we know it is scheduled to be released May 3rd, 2019. Originally, the film was going to be called Avengers Infinity War Part 2, but that is no longer the case. Thanos completely changed the game during the third entry in the Avengers franchise, and we can't wait to see how our heroes deal with the aftermath of that fateful finger snap. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Fans of Marvel will also be happy to know that the third movie in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise is also in the works. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will take place after the events of the fourth Avengers movie. According to sources, big things are happening in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the third movie in this franchise will see the effects of these massive changes. Although we're looking forward to this movie, we're saddened to say this will be the third and final installment of the trilogy. Dumbo. Dumbo is a beloved Disney classic, but one which hasn't aged particularly well. In addition to the cringe-inducing crows, we also have the themes of animal abuse and the use of alcohol. If you think about it, the original is pretty troubling, so we were surprised to hear a live-action remake was scheduled to be released March 29, 2019. The movie will be directed by Tim Burton, but is only loosely inspired by the 1941 animated film. We can only hope this remake is able to overcome many of the features which made the original so troublesome. Frozen 2. Sometimes we're surprised when Disney announces a remake or a sequel, but not this time. Frozen was an overnight success, so it was only a matter of time before they announced a sequel. Frozen 2 will be released on November 27, 2019. The original movie was based on the Hans Christian Andersen story, The Snow Queen. Fans are excited for the sequel and have already begun imagining what it is about. One rumor is that Elsa will have a girlfriend in the sequel, but naturally nothing official has been mentioned in that regard. We can't wait to see what new characters we will meet and what new songs will end up stuck in our heads. Star Wars Episode 9. On December 20th, 2019, we will be getting the third and final installment of the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Star Wars Episode 9 will be the 9th movie in the main franchise, and will follow The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Sadly, Carrie Fisher, who plays General Leia Organa, passed away prior to the movie. Fans were left wondering what would happen to her character, who was supposed to play a prominent role in the movie. Although we aren't sure how it will be resolved, Lucasfilm has stated it has no plans to digitally generate Fisher's image for the movie. The movie has already been pushed back from its original release date, and we can't wait to finally get to watch it. Penguins. If you're an animal fan, we've got just the movie for you. Disneynature is coming up with some movies featuring footage of real animals in nature. Penguins will feature actual penguins combined with voiceover talent and a great soundtrack. It follows the story of a penguin who is on the lookout for his one true love. Shooting was undoubtedly tricky since the movie takes place in Antarctica, but the movie will be released on April 19th, 2019. It's a fitting way to spend your Earth Day next year, so be sure to mark your calendar. Mulan. It seems that now more than ever, Disney is realizing we want to see more strong female characters. So it makes perfect sense that they're working on a live-action version of Mulan, which should hit theaters on March 27, 2020. The original animated movie is based on the Chinese legend of Hua Mulan and features the titular character doing way more than waiting for a prince to show up. She saves not just her father, but all of China, and we can't wait to see her on the big screen once again. Chinese actress Liu Yifei will be playing Hua Mulan, and so far the rest of the casting list also looks like a win in terms of both talent and diversity. Lady and the Tramp. Another classic Disney movie getting a reboot is Lady and the Tramp. The original animated movie came out in 1955, and the remake will be a combination of live action and CGI. Tramp will be voiced by Justin Theroux, and Lady will be voiced by Tessa Thompson. Although it will be completed in 2019, you won't be seeing it in theaters. Instead, it's scheduled to be released onto a new Disney streaming service. We can't wait to find out more details and learn how we can see this highly anticipated Disney movie. Maleficent 2. The first Maleficent movie was everything we could have ever wanted. The movie was a great twist on the classic story of Sleeping Beauty, and we can't wait for the sequel in May 2020. Actress Angelina Jolie will be returning to play the titular role in Maleficent 2. Elle Fanning, Sam Riley, Imelda Staunton, Juno Temple, and Leslie Manville will also be returning from the previous movie. We look forward to seeing Michelle Pfeiffer, Ed Skrein, Harris Dickinson, and Chiwetel Ejiofor join the cast of the sequel. Artemis Fowl. If you're a fan of the Artemis Fowl fantasy series by Owen Colfer, you're going to want to head to the theater on August 9th, 2019. Artemis Fowl the movie is going to be released by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. In the movie, the ever-enterprising Artemis Fowl discovers the existence of a magical world of fairies and pretty much immediately decides to rob them. The movie will cover the events in the first book in the series, so if you haven't read it yet, there is still time before the movie comes out. The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid is one of the most popular Disney movies out there, and right now the story is being reimagined by several different studios. Not to be confused with the recently released movie starring Poppy Drayton, Disney is planning their own live-action version. We don't know too much about the movie yet, although Zendaya has been rumored to be playing the part of Ariel. Although the actress denies this is the case, she also added she would be thrilled to take the part if it's offered to her in the future. Jungle Cruise. After what a massive success the Pirates of the Caribbean movies have been, we can't be too skeptical of movies based on rides. Disney is coming out with a new movie on October 11th, 2019, based on their popular Jungle Cruise ride. The movie will star Dwayne Johnson as a riverboat captain who is taking a scientist, played by Emily Blunt, on a jungle mission. Jungle Cruise takes place during the Great Depression, and the characters must fight against substantial dangers on their important mission. Magic Camp. If you're looking for a great family-friendly Disney flick, you can look forward to the Disney film Magic Camp. This live-action comedy stars Adam Devine, Jeffrey Tambor, Jillian Jacobs, JJ Tota, and Cole Sand. It's going to be coming to the new Disney streaming service in 2019. The story follows Andy, who returns to his childhood summer camp as an adult, hoping it will help him with his career. Instead, he ends up hanging out with some interesting and amusing magical characters. Which one of these Disney movies are you the most excited to see? Let us know what's up next on your watch list in the comment section. Bye for now.